Hello, my Maple Leaf fans. Welcome to the short version of the pregame show before tonight puck drop at 10 o'clock. I'm going to take you to a live short version of the pregame conference with the coach's comments and the players' comments for tonight's game. Enjoy. I'll be back tomorrow with the highlights. Enjoy.
This is a customer full of browsers who aren't buying. MailChimp uses real-time behavior.
What have you liked most about the team's game during this 5-game winning streak?
Yeah, I think just, the way that we played as a 5-man unit out there. Whether it's back check-in, forechecking, D-zone. Everyone's been on the same page, and when there's a breakdown, there's help there, so it's been good.
Why do you think you and Timothy have been playing so well together?
He's easy to play with. He's similar to Mo. He's offensively gifted. He likes to jump up and he's skilled. At the same time, he's responsible back there too, and he just makes smart plays on the breakout and good reads.
Do you feel more comfortable on the left side? You look more comfortable.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me what side. But it's been going well. So.
What does it mean to have Morin back in the line?
Yeah, it's huge. He's a big part of our team, and I think all the boys are excited to get him back.
When it comes to playing the left, how does that help your game?
I guess it just simplifies it maybe. There's positive and negatives to both sides. Neutral zone's a huge positive. You're on your forehand, you can make the cross ice pass a little easier, and it's easier to see the ice.
What is popping to you about Austin right now?
He's just doing his thing. Ever since I came here, it's been incredible to watch. Just the way he scores, and the different ways that he can find the way to put the puck in the back of the net.
I think a lot of people on the outside are amazed at what he's doing. Do you have moments where you stop and you go, "Whoa, what's happening here?"
Yeah, there's definitely moments, and then there's times where you don't even realize it, and then you see he had 30 at whatever game mark, and it's just like, oh, he's just doing his thing, and then you realize how many he actually had, and it's like, wow, it's impressive.
What stands out about the Golden Knights? I know they're down Eichel, they're down Stone now, and a few other guys. What's the challenge do you see on the other side tonight?
Yeah, obviously they're a great team, defending champs, and they're quick, skilled, and they don't really give you much time when you have the puck. So it's just a matter of being smart with it and trying to get it on and off your stick as quick as possible.
What's this going to be like for you playing first game in Vegas?
I think it'll be pretty cool. I was talking with Nizy about it actually, and it's one of those rinks that it's loud, it's exciting. They make it a whole party, so it should be fun.
Have you been here before, just as a visitor, a tourist at all, Vegas?
I've been here one time when I was 8 years old. I came for a hockey tournament, actually. So it's the only other time. I've only been here for hockey, and I like it like that.
How did that first trip go? Do you remember?
It was cool. It was sweet. I think we stayed at the Excalibur. It was me and my dad. It was like a seven-day trip, and played games every day, so it was pretty sweet.
Cool. What's it like playing with Tavares on that line?
It's awesome. Obviously, he knows how to play the game the right way. He does a lot of things right on both sides of the puck. So it makes it easy, and you get the puck to him, and he can make plays.
What's he like during games, on the bench? Obviously, he's got so much knowledge that you can rely on.
Yeah. I've been bouncing a few questions off him here and there, trying to get some insight as to how he thinks the game a little bit, and learn from him. And I think that's huge, and I think it'll go a long way for my game.
What are you asking him?
Just more system stuff, and what he sees on certain reads, or when I give him the puck, or when he has the puck, or when other guys have the puck, depending on spots or where I can be pushing out or where I can be driving for him to create space and things like that, and just kind of get his opinion on those things.
Why do you think you've had so much success just in terms of your production lately?
I think it just comes in waves. Like sometimes you're working, you're always working on your skills. You're trying to compete. You're trying to get better. And then if you get a little more opportunity, sometimes it'll work out for you. And maybe it's not that you're doing anything a whole lot different, but a little bit of confidence comes, a little bit more opportunity, and then it starts to go your way a little bit.
Do you feel a little more confident just in terms of your spot in the lineup from here on in?
Yeah, I think so. I think I can be a consistent contributor, and I've always kind of thought that, and you kind of have to earn your way too. You can't just assume that that's going to happen, and I think I've been earning it more and more as I've been going here, and I'm just going to trust that it's going to keep happening.
Sheldon had mentioned that you got in when you thought you were going to be a healthy scratch, and he figured that probably kind of motivated you a little bit. How did you process that when you thought at first you were going to be out?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess I started with I was on the ice for 2 hours that day because I wanted to put the work in, and I wanted to get better, because obviously I wasn't at a point where I was showing that I was competing hard enough or playing well enough, and that didn't sit quite well with me. And I think that's just something that challenged me a little bit, and I think I responded well, and I'm going to continue to keep working and try and fight for that opportunity.
What did you work on that day when you're on for 2 hours?
I worked on a little bit of everything. A lot of carrying the puck on my backhand and getting comfortable with making plays with my head up on my backhand, and then I just shot a lot of pucks too. Just getting pucks off quick and getting the feel for it on where it is on my stick.
Sheldon, what's the biggest challenge you see against a rested Knights team here tonight?
I would say they've got their defense intact. They haven't had them much through the season, but the defense they won the cup with, obviously got lots of confidence in, knows how to play, knows how to protect their net. Probably better than anybody in the NHL in terms of how they defend, especially in their own end. So that makes it challenging to get to the net. So I would say that would be the biggest challenge for sure.
As you bring Morgan Rielly into the group here, do you like some of the pairs that you were working with before that you kind of want to keep in there, or what's the challenge there, especially with the team kind of rolling the way they have?
Yeah, team's going really well. We've liked our pairs, so we'll keep the same pairs, and then Rielly and Lagesson come in, they'll play together. Just again, like we've talked about with some of the forwards, you just keep that positive momentum that the team has going, and excited to get both Morgan and Legs back in. On a back-to-back here, those guys will certainly give us a jolt. Morgan, of course, and then we expect the other groups to just keep building their game.
What does the next step for Bobby McMahon look like?
I would say just the consistency, in solidifying his place in the lineup and in the league. I think he's obviously on a really nice run here, and confidence is really high. A lot has changed for him, in about 2 weeks' time. But the league is tough, and the challenge to sustain that is difficult. I think, really, if you look at any of our guys, sort of in his situation, whether it be Holmberg or Robertson or Gregor, these kind of guys that are kind of competing for the same ice and same type of roles, they've each had really good runs for us, but consistency is a challenge. So that, I would say, is the biggest thing for Bobby, and at his age, his runway is probably even shorter than others. So just kind of stay with it and try to get in a groove and stay in that groove.
On that note, are you encouraged by how consistent from the outside it looks like Timothy Liljegren has been lately?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's again part of why you want to keep things going the same. Both he and Brody have been going really well. So you want to continue with that. Lily's an important guy for us, so him taking on more responsibility and finding that same kind of groove as I'm talking about here with McMahon. I mean, Liljegren's still a young guy. He's been here for a number of years now, but he's still a young guy that's going to continue to grow and get better. So you want to capitalize on how he's feeling right now.
With McMahon, what sort of potential do you see for him to be a contributor on special teams moving forward here?
Yeah, I think there's great potential there. Obviously, we've been utilizing him on the second unit power play right now, and we've been spotting him in on the penalty kill here and there. So, the more reps he gets with that, then the more comfortable he'll get, and the more trust he'll earn. Like, we need guys to step up in those situations. We've been playing without Yarncroc here for quite some time. He's sort of the forgotten guy. We haven't talked a lot about him, but he's a very, very important player for us, and his absence has created holes for others to step up. And I would put Bobby, the top of the list of guys that have taken advantage of the additional time.
Will there be any lineup changes up front tonight?
Yeah, Reeves will be in tonight for Gregor.
Okay.